Alright, so hey guys. If you didn't know, I recently bought Warhammer 2, and I decided I'd try my hand at a different style of videos. This style is very popular among Total War YouTubers, and it's basically just commentating over a battle that previously happened. And so, definitely give me some feedback on this video, and if you guys want to see more stuff like this, or should I just stick with my tutorial style videos that I have been doing in the past. Anyways, let's get into the battle. So, in this one, I was fighting the Grimgor Ardboys. And this is the AI, by the way, this isn't multiplayer. I'm not good enough for multiplayer yet. I've only played for a week now. But, yeah, I'm facing off against the Grimgor Ardboys, and I'm outnumbered by around 400 to 500 men. Normally, for a decent player, this wouldn't really be a problem, since the Dwarves are meant to be fighting when they're outnumbered, but in my case, usually this kind of battle, I would take quite a bit of losses and generally end up with a Pyrrhic victory. But in this case, it turns out quite a bit different, to my satisfaction. But anyways, yeah, so this army is just a bunch of Dwarf warriors and Quarrelers. I have one Lord and one Runesmith, and then 3 miners in the back. This was kind of worrying for me because they actually had quite a bit of armor piercing in this army. So, first of all, they had those annoying pump wagons. They are the most annoying orc unit. Or are they goblins? They're goblins. That would make more sense. Then they had these trolls, which are regenerating and armor piercing. They had, 4 units of nasty skulkers. Another snottling pump wagon just in case one wasn't enough, and a shit ton of orc boys. And so I was kind of worried about their armor piercing, so you'll see right off the bat I focused my Quarrelers on them. So let's get them running within range of my Quarrelers. So my goal initially is just to take out as many of these trolls as possible, because when I was reading through stats and stuff, I saw regenerating, and that just scared the hell out of me. I'm like, I do not want these guys coming back to battle. Looks like he threw some green fireball or something at my units. It barely did anything, but good for him, I guess. Yeah, so looks like I'm targeting the trolls. It's kind of hard to see in the white snow because the arrows are also colored white, but I believe I was targeting the trolls. Yeah, I am. And so I'm trying to get those trolls as low as possible because those armor piercing and that regeneration would honestly just murder my Dwarf warriors. So I'm targeting them, and I've had a problem in the past with microing my Quarreler units because I usually leave them out too far in the front and they get attacked by infantry troops and generally lose the entire unit. So this time I'm very conscientious and I pull them back right in time, and then I charge my Dwarf warriors in. As you can see, they're all running into battle. In most cases, they're actually outnumbered quite heavily, around 2 units on 1. But I was willing to take the sacrifice because they're Orc boys and they can probably defeat the Orc boys. But what I was worried about were these nasty skulkers. So the instant I see them charging my flanks, I send 2 miners this way to take care of them, and I focus my Quarrelers on them. And on this side, I send 1 miner unit and I start sending my Lord and my Runesmith. And looks like I'm also targeting my Quarrelers after them. Yeah, so you can probably tell I was really worried about those armor piercing units, but as it turns out, they didn't put up as big of a fight as I imagined. Like the trolls, they're giving up under concentrated Quarreler fire. So that really worked out really well for me. I was very smart, in my opinion. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but in my opinion, I took a wise choice by targeting the trolls right from the beginning. And even though they're regenerating, they have lost enough models to basically be useless to my Dwarf warriors, but the danger is still there. The nasty skulkers are still in battle, and the good thing about them is that they don't have much armor at all, so under concentrated Quarreler fire they'll die pretty quickly, adding to the fact that I have 3 units fighting them, so that honestly should be perfectly fine. And on this side, it's just way too many units for the Skulkers to deal with. They would be destroying all my armored units, but it's just way too many and they're under concentrated corollary fire as well. And these annoying pump wagons, I cannot emphasize how annoying they are. Their only job is to wreak as much havoc as possible. As you can see, I've already started focusing one of them and they're giving up. Yeah, I cannot emphasize how much I hate them. But anyways, we got some skulkers coming back. And this is the part where I get kind of sloppy. I didn't really realize that they're coming back, and I didn't really do anything to counteract them. As you can see, I just realized that this is happening, and I proceeded to charge them in, but it was a bit too late. I think the skulkers got a flank off, and I took some damage from that, but nothing that I can't recover from. On this side, I was a bit more conscientious, and I start focusing my corollaries on their skulkers, so at least I think they give up even before they reach. Or if they do reach, they're going to give up pretty quickly because their morale is already very, very low. On the front lines, it seems like my Dwarf Warriors are just holding out. They've taken a lot of losses, but they're still, because they're enormously high leadership, they're still doing just fine. This side, I'm just straight up overwhelming all the units. You can see their trolls came back and then gave up again. It's just too many of my units versus too little of their units, so their units are just giving up. My leadership and my armor is just way too high for them to break through, and my corollaries have been doing work this entire battle. 92, 94, 56, 63, 49, 66, yeah, so I've noticed that leaving corollaries to deal with stuff by themselves is not very effective. They just fire randomly at whoever they see, and it's not really as effective as if you're like physically forcing them to fire at one unit. So that's probably the main thing that won me the battle, was focus firing these corollaries on the correct units, which allowed me to break the important ones like the nasty skulkers and the trolls early on, which left my Dwarf Warriors to deal with lowly orc boys, which they easily did. But yeah, as you can see, the battle is over. I did take quite a bit of losses on my Dwarf Warriors, but not as much as I would have expected. Considering I was outnumbered, I expected to either take a Pyrrhic victory or a heavy loss, but this battle actually turned out very, very well. Very, very well. Damn, I can't speak. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see more of this type of stuff, again, just let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to make other videos like this. But don't worry, those tutorial videos and stuff I have been making, they're still going to continue, but this is just something like more low effort that I can upload on a more consistent basis. But if you enjoyed it, just let me know in the comments, and I'll continue doing this stuff. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.